This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Chanticleers will kick it away first. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the App State Mountaineers offense will get first crack at it today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation. And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the defender.
Pulls in the deep ball. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Mountaineers are on the move. To the air on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Quarterback on the keeper. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
They'll leave it with him. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So Coastal Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick.
He's going to let it go. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Barber. This one's complete. And he'll be brought down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Under fire. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Chanticleers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Barber. Finds his man, it's Barry Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Chanticleers have it in scoring position on 1st. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Chanticleer! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Greer. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. That's caught. It's Lawson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That's caught. It's Barry Johnson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Barber. Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Costal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Sweet cut there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Catch in the middle. It's Kelly. After 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Dozier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it.
Touchdown, Appalachian State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate to football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into traffic, picked off. Quick step and go. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He's looking to throw. Bears the pressure. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And just like that, they're out of trouble.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Did the work himself. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to the ground. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Barber. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Dozier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Dozier. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Bring in the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Grabbed over. It's Barry Johnson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And the shot to clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Oh, better look out. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in 1st downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Back to throw, it's Barber. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The sure hands, it's Dozier. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. They'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And that's a live ball behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Barber. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Red pass, it's complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Chanticleers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big 10 action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off play action on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air. It's Barber. Floats it out in space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot play.
There he goes to the left. They get him corralled but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Might be calling a hot route. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kelly. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Creates a little space. Running through contact. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he pitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Back to pass, it's Barber. Here's a hit. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Chanticleers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide open downfield. Janging on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. When you're trailing here in the 4th quarter, I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, shot to clear. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking downfield on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Right back to the well. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the shot to clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's got it on the right. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The shot to clears come to the line, needing just inches for the 1st down. Hard running there. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Ready, fight.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here.